Alright, Winnie Pop Speed Shop here. Take a look at the projects we're going to be working on in the near future. 74 Torino Elite. I need to do a transmission on that. I did the oops all forwards. So it's going to be swapped in soon. Then we got the 56 Chevy just picked up. Going to do tires and a first start today. And then we got the 74 Nova over here. Gonna get this going and get it ready to sell. But it's very solid. Probably one of the most solid cars I've ever bought. Barely gonna have to do any welding on this one. Other than this quarter patch here that I blew out when the tire went. Picking it up, blew both rear tires. That was a hell of a trip home. Damn fiasco is what it was. But a little bit of rocker work. Nothing too terrible. A lot less than I had to do on the Torino. Oh, and we need to do a intake on the G20 up the hill there. Just picked that up real cheap. That's going to be for the old lady. So yeah, we'll just get at it. Get these tires unloaded, get going. Alright, let's get the tires now. Alright, got the tires all mounted, aired up. Let's change these and see how she looks. Get after it. Man, it's amazing how a good set of wheels and tires will change the whole look of a car. I think just went from a piece of crap to a showroom quality masterpiece right there. Look at that. Alright, get the other two done. The other side, and whether this thing can be rolled around and pushed around wherever I need it so I can get on it. Alright, got all the tires on now. All four. And I kind of realized as I finished putting them on that I didn't do a real introduction of the car, so I've only had it a couple days. Got it from some company that actually bought a property neighboring them, just next to them, that had a whole bunch of old cars on it. And this is the one I drug home first, but they've got some more I'm probably gonna end up dragging home once they get a hold of me. But I got it home, got it rolling, got it home, and kind of cleaned it out already. I thought about recording it, but just kind of a lot of raccoon turds and old rags and some rust. So I've already pulled everything out of here and then put the seats back in. It's a complete original car, original motor, original trans. It's a straight six automatic 56 Belair 4-door, and it's pretty rusty. Probably one of the rustiest cars I've ever bought, but that's not going to deter me. We're going to get her back on the road. Have some fun with it. I haven't started the motor yet, but I did get the hood off, because when I first got it, couldn't even pop the hood. The hood was totally froze, so I got the hood off. Just forgot a lug nut there. Got the hood unlatched, and then took the hinges off so I could soak them because they are frozen. I did get it to turn over, but I have not tried starting it yet. There it is. Very original car. Single pot master cylinder. Mine's 6 Chevy. What exactly? I'm not sure. And if it wants to drive right now, I've got a Flintstone it. But I got rockers and stuff coming. They're actually supposed to be here today. Look at that. So someone has done some work to this in the past. The only work I've seen I don't know about. I'm guessing it's been repainted. It's got plenty of little Bondo spots. And then there's this kind of Bondo stuff. So this is the entire quarter. Both quarters are this fabric and Bondo mesh together. I'm guessing it had some rust, and then they just really wanted it to rust out more, so they just covered the whole thing in this Bondo mesh. I'm sure that's all Bondo, but this is just flapping in the wind and weighed about 20 pounds until I got this off. Giant, thick, 1-inch thick piece of rubber tar roofing. I don't know, I guess that was the way to fix stuff back in the day. It's not the first time I've seen cars with that, but never to this extent. So yeah, I went around and greased all the hinges, trying to get everything unfroze because it sat in the woods and that neighboring property. They didn't even know all these cars were there until they got it and started looking around. As you can see, it had trees growing through it. I'm surprised the engine actually turned over, but so I kind of already did the treasure hunting. I would have liked to do that on video, but didn't really get a chance. Kind of got too excited and ahead of myself. But it had a furnace evaporator in there, some old license plates that say 1961. Both of them, front and rear. Some old Quaker State oil cans. This one was leaking a little bit, so I turned it up side down. Probably gonna leak anyway. And then this other one, this one's completely full. Quaker State, completely full. Some STP oil treatment, longer life for cars, trucks, trains, and automobiles. And some other random junk, some old tools, wood handle, screwdriver, double-ended wrench. Clean that up and use that. And these are the brake parts I took off and threw in here. Tire iron, 3 out of 4 hubcaps, bumper jack back there with a wooden handle, spare tire, and of course it's rusted out underneath the tire. Pretty much separated right there. Gonna be quite a bit of welding on this car, but this is really the only reason to buy this car, actually. Just right there, fill the gas up behind the headlight, tail light. This side not so bad, rusty, not as bad though. Plenty of mouse turds and raccoon turds in there. But yeah, this is going to be my next project driver for keeper, though. I don't know how well that's going to be translated. I haven't done any research on this yet. I did get a title with it, but it said coupe on the title. And since I wasn't able to open the driver's door or the hood when I got it, I don't know if it actually matches this car or not, so I'll have to look. But I got it for $1,300. I've always wanted to try 5. My dad's got a 55 Chevy 2-door post car in his garage. He's been dragging around 30 years that I keep getting on him about getting going, but he's dragging his feet about it. He's a busy man. Oh well. But then we got the Nova. Picked it up in the same day. So I got one of the rustiest cars I've bought ever out of all the goddamn cars I've bought in my life. And then I got one of the non-rusty, one of the least rusty cars I've ever bought. So this was a 350 74 Nova automatic, very complete, minus drivetrain. Guy was selling guy wanted to give me a 383 stroker kit, but it was just a crappy block and a crappy kit with it. So I told him keep it and knock the money off. I'd rather have it cheaper and do my own engine and everything. Don't worry about that. This rust here. Worst rust of the car. Look at that trunk. Solid all the way around. May not even repair that. I may just get a new trunk lid. But yeah, what's that say? The doors, nice. That's awesome. It's the first time I noticed that. So yeah, get some more gravel in the driveway, get these tires put on there. I just pulled off the 56 and be able to move this thing around, get it out of the mud. Just drug it down here and dropped it off the trailer and left it where it sits. So yeah, got some projects going. Try to start recording this stuff as I do it. See if anybody's interested in watching. Stay tuned. Alright, turned the starter over. Or got power hooked up to it and got it to turn over, but it's turning over like it's full of molasses. So, man, the Bendix is stuck, froze. So we're going to have to take it apart, get this thing cleaned up, and see if we can get it to spin over good again. I cleaned that, I wiped that off real quick to see. Delco Remy, 12 volts, so that's good, I guess. Alright, get after it. Alright, so that was a success. Got the brushes all cleaned up, got everything, got the internals all ungummed and case cleaned up a little bit, enough to get most of the crap off of it. Bendix is thrown out real good, spinning real fast. The only hiccup was really that one bolt just wanted to strip, so welded a nut on it and got it back off and go back on. See if we can get this car started now. Alright, starter back in, battery's on. See if it turns over any faster. Definitely faster. That battery's not the greatest, so if we have to, we'll change it, but let's clean these points, pull the plugs, take a look at them, and see what's up with the rest of that stuff. Let's pour some gas in it, see what happens. Alright. Points are cleaned, and points on the cap are cleaned, put back on. Call these spark plugs. See what they're all about. Not too bad. A little gummed up, a little oily. Can't be cleaned up real quick. At least enough to try to get it running. Same deal. Same thing there. Not hard to get out. I don't know if that means somebody's been in here or was working on it when it was parked or what the deal was, but these are, oh, there's some oil varnish around that one. Spark plug in the back was, the spark plug wire, I should say, it was already off. So you can see it's got some corrosion on the tip. Where the wire would go. I don't know why that would have been off. Somebody must have been in here. That one's got some dirt on it. Huh. Easy to get off. Oh, looks really carboned, but not unrunnable. Okay, get these cleaned up and get them back on. Put some, check for spark, and then put some fuel down the throat and see what happens here. Let me check the gap. Yep. I don't know how long the car was sitting, but the plates in the trunk said, what, 61? Something like that. And then I don't see, there's no plate on the front, and the plate on the rear didn't have a date. I think there was something in there from 74. Oh, that's what it was. Let's take a look at that. Finally got the door open, and this says oil change, thank you, 10/3/74, and it had 56,868 miles on it then in 1974. So I take it as at least being driven in 74. 8 years old then. Oh wait, no, 18. Check for sparking. Hopefully they had the firing order right. I never checked that. They're already connected, so I assume it's right. This one here. Ground somewhere here. Check for spark. Alright. Right with the key, though. I'll put power to the coil and see. Nothing. Let's check and see if it fits. Nothing. Alright, maybe need to do condenser and or put power to the coil and try that. Alright, got the battery changed out for a much better one. It's got more juice to it and it's got more cranking amps, so should help it turn over a little bit. Let's put a little go juice in and see if we can't make fire here. Whew. Alright, try a little ether. A little more bang. Think get something happen here. A couple, it's wanting to hit on a couple, but it's been sitting so long, and the carburetor's froze up, so I can't work that at all. May not have enough compression, may have some stuck rings. Probably not getting enough juice. Or enough compression, or maybe it's not turning over fast enough. Could be a couple different things. Keep playing with it and see what happens here. Alright, next day, back at it again. Just couldn't leave it alone. I got some, I did take the spark plugs out off camera yesterday evening and squirted some ATF in there in the cylinders just to try to help free up the rings if there's any stuck or gummed up a little bit to help give us a little more compression to boost our chances of starting here. So let's give it a shot. Gas, a little ether. Wow, guess we need power to the ignition. That would help. Oh, wow, jump pack and some ATF in the cylinders has done wonders. She's a runner! She's a runner. Oh man, that's awesome. Sheesh! Man, we got that good fart there and then nothing. Yeah. All right. Alright. Try putting some on the float bowl, see what happens. Get it to run a little bit longer. Starter cool. Alright, battery charged up a little bit. Let's give it a shot. Alright, just starting the fluid here. See what happens. Oops. Alright, running a little better. Try to get rid of some of that lifter noise. I'm sure those things need to pump out up after 50 years of not running. gas with that one. Alright, still a little bit of lifter noise, but I'm sure once we get some heat in it, and it's a little more run time, should clear up. If not, pull it and do a small block or big block or whatever I come across. See, I was kind of hoping I couldn't get this started because I kind of wanted it to just be junk so I could hot rod it, but I have a problem with pulling good motors. If it's running and running good, I have a problem pulling stuff, so it's a letdown. It's excitement and a letdown at the same time. But looks like it's gonna be a runner, so we'll get some gaskets, get some stuff, and go through and put a little effort into it and rebuild the carb and get some water in it. I don't want to run it anymore. I don't think it has a drop of water in it. And there's cobwebs in the radiator. So yeah, I'll show you more as we go through it.